Alright y'all, so the first few packages started to come in. I just got some from USPS, the post office, and the rest of them will be coming through FedEx. Well, not the rest of them, but the rest of them that are coming today. And then the A-arms actually they're on back order. So I was hoping to actually get a rolling chassis this week, or at least early next week, because today is Saturday the 25th and I have drill next weekend, so I won't be able to work on it any next weekend. I actually have to leave early because I'm a few states away. But I don't even know actually where I'm going to start at, because the crank won't be here till next week too. The crank will be here later on next week, like Friday, I think. That's the estimated date. So I won't have enough parts to finish. I won't have enough parts to finish the rolling chassis to get the frame rolling, and I also won't have enough parts to fully assemble the engine. But I will be able to break the engine down, so maybe I'll just start on that and then get over here to the frame and do as much as I can with what I got. Alright, what I got so far is the case saver, the wheel bearings, and actually what the hell is my... Oh, yeah, the wheel bearings, the air filters, and this goes to the carb. I'm actually glad I found this because I wouldn't be able to change the jet because the other one is stripped. And then I got the exhaust seals and a caliper. This caliper is actually pretty cool. Alright, check this out. I got the swing arm bolt out, and I didn't know it was such a pain in the ass. This bolt was hard as shit to get out. First off, the nut was torqued too tight, and then once I got that off, it was just a pain in the ass getting this out. I had to beat it and all kind of crazy shit. I didn't know that you had to take the swing arm off to put most of the Banshee chain guides on. Not the rear chain guide, but the front chain guide. And what the hell? Okay, so that chain did have a master link. It was on the inside. Anyways, I had to take the swing arm off anyway because I have to install the new chain guide, which should be here soon from FedEx. Okay, so the FedEx guy just came. I got my tires. Okay, note to anybody who has a Banshee and they're interested in buying one of these mod quad chain sliders or any aftermarket chain slider that just slides onto the swing arm. You have to remove this metal piece right here. I'm sitting here wondering why I can't get this chain guide on, and it's because you actually have to remove this piece of metal. It doesn't even look like it can be removed. It looked like it's part of the frame, but you can actually knock that off to put the chain guide on there. Alright, this is what it looks like when you take it off. Take this little sleeve, I guess you can call it, but I really didn't recognize it because of the powder coat. But I tapped it a few times with a screwdriver and a hammer and it came right off. And I checked the linkage bearings. This side really isn't that bad. This side was kind of stuck a little bit, so I sprayed some lubricant on it and just start working it around, and it moves freely now, so that'll save me a few bucks from having to buy linkage bearings. Yeah, it's moving freely now, but I'm gonna clean this up and put the swing arm and the chain guide back on, and then I'll start working on the axle bearings and the axle. Got the chain slide on and it looks good. Man, I'm really sorry that I can't get better lighting in here. That light is very yellow. and it makes it look darker than it really is. And then the sun is going down. But I figured I'd give you guys this rather than nothing at all. I know you want to see something, but yeah, I'm gonna keep tackling this. I'm about to install the axle bearings, and then I'll install an axle with lots and lots of grease. I got some Bell Ray waterproof grease, and this stuff is pretty thick. I'm gonna be using a lot of that. Like I said, I'd rather have a dirty, messy, greasy bike than to have a rusty bike. I normally clean up the grease pretty good though after I install something, but I like to use a lot of grease. All right, I'm gonna stop talking. Here we go. Before we start on that axle and the axle bearings, I just want to show you guys that the Tusk flywheel pulley that I bought, it does work. I got it threaded all the way on. But I'm not going to start on the engine today because I want to make sure that I can get you guys some good visuals of me doing this. I don't know how mad I might be about not being able to see good with the other stuff, but I'm going to make sure that I get you a good visual of me taking apart the engine. And that's some of the parts. And now we can go ahead and crack this axle open. Y'all, I just fell so hard. I was trying to install the axle, and I was trying to install it from the left to the right, with the right wheel going through the carrier first, when in actuality you have to install it from the right to the left, with the left wheel side going into the axle carrier first. But